South Australian grain grower Linden Price of Gum Park, Narridy, has been building up his grain storage facility since the early 2000s. He says the $500,000 investment is some of the best money his farm business has spent.
The reason for going into on-farm storage, I guess, initially was we were sick of taking what the silo gave us, and if we had any grain that was slightly off spec, we tended to take the hit and wear it on the chin. But I found out by actually putting it away, you could either blend it up later or find a market for it. And slowly, it's a bit like Topsy, it's grown over time, and we just do parcels now that don't pass the test, and tend to use it as surge storage during harvest. The harvester never stops anymore, which is good for weather issues and things like that. So that's probably the main reason. We've got about 3,000 tonne on farm here now, and we've got plenty of segregation, a lot of 75 tonne bins and a couple of 50 tonners, and we have a couple of bigger 850 tonners for our mainstream lines. I wouldn't say it's that difficult. The process of setting up on-farm storage is easy here because we had a greenfield site. There was nothing here. We selected a flat site. We selected a site with no power lines overhead. We selected a site where it was all weather, trafficable during wet weather, etc. And also the reason for this site is it's kind of on the way to the local silo, and with a weighbridge here and things like that, we can check our weights and top up loads, etc. on the way to the silo. I guess if you looked at the overall picture of silos, pads, weighbridge, augers, tubulators, etc., it's probably well over $500,000, but I guess it's a long-term thing. It's probably over a 30-year cycle. I think it's some of the better money I've actually spent, and I know a couple of the drought years back in the early 2000s we were able to pay for a lot of storage in the 1 year. My advice to other growers setting up storage now is probably go to a bin that has got a good reliable seal. It might cost you a bit more money, but I think that is the ultimate bin to have in the long term, because obviously the weevils, or the issue with grain insects is the fact that we've got to have storage that's sealed, and we have to use phosphine, which is about the only product we've got. We've got to look after that product.